Hello friends and welcome. Thank you for joining me again today for some more Cities Skylines Vanilla Hills. My name is Sean, and when we left off, Vanilla Hills had 3,500 population. We were just setting up this new housing area over here, Red Ventru 1 Homes. And I named some streets after some new commenters. We've got Space Encounter Drive, Greenhagen Road, Corey Gull Road. I know I got another one in somewhere. Oh yeah, that's right. We've got Francisco Avenue going around the whole thing. And, could have swore I got somebody else in here somewhere. But, well, anyways, thank you to everybody who's leaving comments and all the nice things you guys are saying and all the fun that we're having. I really appreciate it. I set up the roads and pathways and all that stuff here for Red Ventru Homes. I guess one thing I forgot to do is put some electricity to run through there. Oh, looks like we've got some buildings coming online though. What I did do was set some zones up, so hopefully we can get some buildings and stuff going. Let's maybe set that electricity to where we actually start powering those homes, like that. And then I'm going to put some over here as well. Now, one thing that I did was I put in some nice bike paths, and I think these are actually mostly pretty much just bike or pedestrian paths. So I've got a bike path there, pedestrian paths going through here, and yeah. So I'm kind of trying to think, like when we put in bus stops, I think I'm going to put a bus stop right here, so it'll be right near where all the pedestrian paths kind of group up. And then maybe I'll put our other bus stop over here by where this pedestrian path comes in. So I was trying to think ahead for that sort of thing. We don't get to start doing bike paths on our roads until we hit 5,000 population. Also, I didn't quite get all of the water stuff set up in here. I don't know why we'd be short on water, because we should have enough water for where that area is saying we don't have enough water. So it's kind of weird that that one is saying that it doesn't have water. Are we just short on water? Oh, we're short on water production overall. So I need to build a second water line. All right, so let's get this pipe out there. Should be fine. Actually, gonna continue this one up like that. This pipe is really expensive. Yeah, we've already spent like, look at that, $1,500 for that little extender line there. But let's get a second water pump going in here. That's the outflow. So this is the inflow. So we will draw water from there, and we'll connect up a short little pipe to get us more water for our city. There we go. So water's coming in. And Ben commented on how disgusting it is that sewage is being pumped right into the river, and I tend to agree. It is disgusting, but you know, what am I going to do? It's the game. I can't do anything about it. They maybe eventually there will be the opportunity for us to not pump it back directly into the river. I hope that's the case, but for now, it's the only option we have. If we don't pump it back into the river, our streets get disgusting. Or maybe not our streets, maybe just our houses. But anyways, people will start moving out, and it's gross. So we really don't want that. I think it poses a public health risk of some sort. Alright, so good on all those things. How are we doing on education? Plenty of education capacity. I'm going to need to put some elementary schools up in here or something. Now, we have the one high school. I think I was looking to say, I think I realized, oh, I'm going to need a second high school, right? But I couldn't afford it. That's right. I was going to put it up here. So we're going to need a second high school, and I'll probably put it inside the Red Ventru neighborhood. And we're not up to university yet, so we don't have to worry about that. Health. How's health doing? I don't really need your pop-ups. Average health, 70%. Not bad. Not bad. But I'm probably going to need a clinic for this area up here. Death is doing just fine. We don't really have very many bodies, so that's good. We don't really have to worry about that. Levels. Got the 7 levels of Neville. So I don't need to worry about that. That's a very obscure joke from a podcast. Average ground pollution. That must be, yep, over here in our industrial area. Gross. Ground pollution, disgusting. Noise pollution. We've got a little bit of noise pollution from all the traffic. Oh, plenty. Now, why are these farms so noisy? That doesn't really make any sense. And this must be a commercial area. It's noisy. Yep. But that's okay. Little neighborhood commercial area. We've still got plenty of green housing zones to expand to, so I guess what we are short on right now is industrial area, so I'm going to continue expanding out our farm zones. People seem pretty happy with the farming that we've got going on here. Kind of want to expand our standard industrial zone as well. So why don't I? Instead of wanting to do it, why don't I actually just do it? No reason not to. There we go. And as the industrial zone grows, the other zones will also grow, and should be a good little symbiosis there. All right, I'm going to build that elementary school for this neighborhood. I also should build some parks and stuff over here, I think. But if I plop that elementary school down, I don't really want it to be at a dead end there. Or was I going to put the? I was going to put the other bus stop around here. So maybe having the elementary school near the bus stop wouldn't be a bad idea. I'm going to put it right there. Now these are all two-way streets. I don't know why it's not really showing good coverage. It should be covering all of that stuff. Let's plop some parks down in here too. Small park, which never really lives up to its name. I put it. The problem with these windy streets, it's hard to get the park to line up properly. But I think I'll put it there. Now that means I do want to have a pedestrian path connecting between that little dead-end road and our area here. Also, I'm going to try to put these pedestrian paths to where they're next to crosswalks. If you see over here, I actually put in little tiny dirt roads to force a crosswalk on there to connect up this, which should make it a lot easier for people walking. Otherwise, they're going to have to go all the way down here and cross and then come all the way back to continue down the path, and I don't want them to have to do that. So I definitely want to make our town, or our city eventually, bicycle and pedestrian friendly. I live here in Portland. We're a very bike and pedestrian friendly city, and I definitely think our city is better off because of it. I think most people here would agree. Not everybody. Some people don't like it, but you know what? Too bad. So yeah, I'm gonna try to make that the model of our city. Now this park is huge. I don't know why I'm trying to plop it down. It's too big. I don't want to have it in my town. Well, in this part of the town anyways. And I can put like a nice little park like that. It's going to make everybody happy. And I won't have to worry about it. What was the other thing I wanted to do? No. What is this guy going on about? Yep. Great city, lots of pedestrian stuff. Recycling is important. I don't even know what that means. Wait a minute. Why must there be so many public transport vehicles anywhere? I can't find a parking spot. Well, we don't have public transport vehicles. What are you complaining about? Now that sounds like the Portland Business Alliance. They don't like that we have. There's a big thing about them complaining about a new bike path downtown. How it hurt traffic. Wow. All right. I guess we don't have water for these guys. Now there's a legitimate complaint. I can get behind that complaint. It's probably why we didn't have businesses on that area already. So that's finished off. Bechtel Park is looking beautiful, though. Look at that. It's such a nice little area. Look at that little mansion. Oh, what a great place to live that would be. And then, of course, our new neighborhood is coming in nicely, too. But unfortunately, we don't really have much demand for anything right now. So I guess I don't need to, I don't know. I mean, I guess what? I just need to turn up the speed. Population 4,000. It would be real nice to get to 5,000 this episode. commercial demand is what keeps rising. Looks like all of our commercial stuff is filled up in there. Now I'm trying to remember why I don't like to have commercial on avenues. I feel like most of that building on avenues is a bad idea, but we'll see. We'll see what happens. Can't remember. Can cars park on avenues? Is there no parking on these streets? Well, there's a couple of cars parked on this street, so I guess that's not the case. They definitely can park on the little dirt road there. Don't know why they enjoy that so much, but you know. What are you gonna do? Alright, we've got our nice little park there. This park has pretty good pedestrian access. Yep, they can walk across over here and get there. Get over there from here. Not that they would really want to, but if people want to walk to, if they want to walk to work over in that industrial zone, let's see who all is crossing and where they're going. Look at that. So as a matter of fact, let's look at each individual style here. So we've got a lot of vehicles. People are living over here and working all over the place, really. I don't really know where they're working down in the commercial zones, maybe? Maybe they're driving there for shopping or something. We've got pedestrians that just start right there for some reason. What does he park his car there and then walk over to here? Oh, no, there we go. From there to there. That's cool. And cyclists. Several cyclists using this area to get to work at the farms, to get down to whatever this is, Cypress residence, and he's going from there to somebody else's house, I guess? Huh. Don't know. No, I thought if I clicked all of it I could see all of it, but I guess not. Alright. Well, that's some real interesting stuff. I wonder where our busiest street is. We would have to turn all this stuff off. Doesn't really look like any of our streets are all that busy. I mean, obviously this street is busy. We could take a look at the overall, but it's not really going to show us. Like, there's no pedestrians using this area. Well, I guess there's some. That's what the green is, right? Pedestrians. No cyclists, so that's good. Thank goodness. Wouldn't want any cyclists using this area. But that is interesting that people are walking down to here. Maybe I need to put a pedestrian path through the middle or something. But a lot of cars come down here and hop on that highway. City service vehicles, that must be that right there. Yep, city service vehicles. No public transport yet, but don't worry, soon. Very soon we'll get that going. Look at that, we have banked up quite a bit of cash. How are we doing on electricity? We are holding up. Water, holding up. Garbage. Landfill usage, 76%, so we better get ourselves another landfill going here. Put it over here. Now, that radius, is that radius pollution? I don't think we really want to have that over there. I mean, I could just put it over next to this other one. Not really going to hurt anything. There we go. I'll just put it there. It's fine. We've already got a lot of garbage trucks driving around here anyways. If we keep them close to each other, once we can build incinerators, but it's going to be a while before we can build an incinerator. What do we need? 7,500? Really? Well, it's not going to be that long then. If we somehow manage to hit 5,000. Oh, shoot. I did not start the timer. So let's start the clock. There we go. 14 minutes left. We're at the halfway point in this video. Oh, look at that. Residential demand. I love it. Let's do residential meeting of demand. I don't know what the... There's got to be a word for that. Residential supply, I guess. I mean, that is like the opposite of demand. Just put in some houses along here. Places where people might want to live. Near the parks and stuff. Over here. This road. Who wouldn't want to live on Walker Street? It's that little park there. Here's the one I was thinking of, was this little dead end, but put these guys in the middle, centrally located. Look at that, your house can be right next to that bike path. Now I should keep in mind how noisy those commercial areas are, because it probably is might give them some manner of complaint to that. But you know what? We're going to need a high school. Oh boy, we are making a lot of money here, which is fantastic. I seem to recall that one... Oh, we could use a clinic for our residents over here too. They're going to like it. One complaint that I had in the old game is that it was actually too easy to make money. So we might run into that in this one. There is a version you can play where it is not as easy. You can just turn off the making it too easy to make money thing. How do we have our roads set up here? Greenhagen Road, this is going out. And this one goes in, right? Adam Street. Looks like Adam Street is in and Greenhagen is out. Or do we want to have the high school over here between these two streets? That might actually be better. Yeah. Now it doesn't look like it covers the entirety of the Red Ventru neighborhood, but it actually made people happy all the way down to there. So, all right, let's take a look at our so elementary capacity, high school, plenty of capacity. Great. Very good. Actually, we have way more than enough elementary capacity. How about our how's crime looking? Crime is looking good, but we are starting to get down to the yellow area, so I think I'm going to throw a police station in up here, and they can help cover this neighborhood. So if we put a bus route through this neighborhood, a bus route through this neighborhood, and then I guess we could put a bus route to go over to Othman Farms and another one to go down to Mr. Jiggles. Or we could have one that kind of meets in the middle of Ekdal Park, and so covers this like up through here and down through here and one over through there. Let's take a look at that. I think we're ready for our first bus system. So we're going to drop 30 grand on this bus depot. So if we're going to have it, you know where would be a good spot for it. Right in there. Even better, right in there. Okay, so there's our bus depot. Let's pause the game so we can build our stops. How expensive are they? Can't really see what the price is. Alright, so bus line number 1. So where are we going to have them kind of centrally located? We can have this bus stop there. And then, so this one's going to go down, I think this one will go down to the industrial area and maybe over to the farm and then back into the residential area. So we're going to go like that. Do I not have a direct connection through here? Maybe I should. Why do I have... Oh, I've got all these one-way roads going the wrong direction. Something isn't right down there. Let's fix that real quick. Alright, you should be going up. You're going up. You should be going down. Like that. And then I want to have a... I'm actually going to go ahead and put a two-way road in here. Whoops, that's not really what I wanted to do. There we go. So I want to go like that. Two-way road. Or do I want to... I don't know. Maybe it's not so bad that I force them to use the highway and stuff. Let's actually keep that going. Alright. Bus stop. Okay. Bus stop. Great. So you go there, and then you're gonna stop. I don't really like them stopping there. So if we stop, if you go there, we can go out here, go down here, come through there. Okay, now what's going on? I want to expand the line that I'd already started. Did it not place the bus stop that I just tried to place there? Okay, that's good. All right, can I... Yeah, got it. All right, drag stop to move it. Well, I don't really want to move the stop. I want to keep you there, but I do want to expand that line out. Yes, very good. So can I put it like that? Ah, beautiful. All right, so we go there. I think I'm actually going to move that stop. No, quit. Never mind, I'll just leave it where it is. We're going to have one there. We're going to go down to here. And well, I don't want to change those roads around because they, yeah, so never mind. I'm just going to leave that like it is. We're going to put one there, one there, one there, one there, one there. Pretty close to the end, but okay. There's line number one. Pretty long line. Might not be the best line that I could have done, but we're going to stick with it. All right, so next line. This line is going to connect up these two residential neighborhoods. So I do want to have a stop that can connect to this one. So I'm going to actually just going to stick one right there. We're going to come down here. We're going to come back around up this way. Gonna go around to here. I'll put one there. And can we get, oh yeah, we can get up into here. There we go. And I want to have one by all of these pedestrian paths. And I wanted to have one up here near the school and the pedestrian path here. And then we're going to come out here, stop by the high school. And then I guess we're going to have a very long route. Oh, you know what? Let's stop by this pedestrian path here. We're going to have a pretty long route to get back to here, but there you go. All right, so that's line number 2. And I guess that's it. I could... You know what? I'm actually going to... Ah, shit. That's not what I wanted to do. What's up with the... What's up with this? Is that the only one? I don't understand what that is. I mean, I understand what it is. It's saying that something is... that the bus stop is broken or something. Alright, let's go to transit. So, what does this mean? Bus line 1, I got it. There's an awful lot of... There you go, delete line. Yes, I'm sure I want to delete that line. Alright, so this is a whole separate line then. Bus line 2, great, delete line, yes. Alright. I know we just went through all that trouble, but I'm actually going to make 3 lines instead of just the 2. So let's go back to our bus stop thing. Bus stop. Alright, so here's where we're meeting up in the middle. This one's going to go through like this. It's going to come around here. Where does it come out? Oh, I don't like where it comes out. It's going to go down here. We don't have any bus stops on this loop, do we? No. Okay. Boy, it really has kind of a nasty route to get back up to here, doesn't it? But it's fine. All right. Really? Why doesn't it want to turn right here? No, I just want you to go there. And then we'll come back around to here. And then we'll come around to here. And then we're going to go out. And where's your first stop? Right there. Great. Come back to there. All right, so there's that line. And now we want to have a line that's going to come down into that other industrial area. So we'll start you right here. And you're going to come out this way. but I want you to come out this way over here. So, yeah, these one-way streets do not help me make these bus lines any easier. Oh boy. That's no good. Can I drag you back to... No? There we go. Put a stop there. Come down to... There we go, down to there. And... Where did you start? You started up in there? So weird. Like that. Let's put one there. And maybe one there, and then close it off right there. Great. Alright, 3 lines. Beautiful. Isn't this exciting? So now, let's look at our bus line map. Lines overview. Alright, line 1, we'll leave you blue. That's fine. Line 2, we're going to make you red. And line 3, we'll make you yellow. Alright, great. And I'll worry about names and stuff later. Okay, so that's a little easier to look at, isn't it? Alright, let's see how that works out. Hopefully people will be happy. You can watch all these buses come out. Oh, and they're color-coded too. Love it. Alright, let's follow this blue bus and see what happens. Wow, we could name individual buses? Seems a little excessive. Wow, that is a tall building that we have in our little low-density residential area. It's a good way to see our beautiful neighborhoods. Do notice that our sun does not seem to be moving. I understand that we have day-night cycle turned off. It'd be nice to know what time of day that the game thinks it is. I thought basically that the sun went around the thing like that and it showed you whether it was day or night. But it doesn't seem to work that way. Can I get information on this bus yet? No, that's the distance traveled. Ah, 30 out of 30 passengers. Got it. Now this one swings by the high school. Does it drop people off at high school? No, didn't seem to change anything. A lot of people waiting for the next bus. Let's keep an eye on that. Maybe we just don't have enough buses? I don't think there's a whole lot I can do about that. There's only one bus going to this stop. Or only one bus line going to this stop. Not only one bus, of course. That's ridiculous. Although it does seem like there's only one bus going to that stop, doesn't it? Bus line. 8 stops, 8 vehicles. 18 passengers. Well, there's a lot more passengers than that, that's for sure. We've got 39 passengers. Wow, a lot of stops with great number of passengers on it. I'm gonna set it to like 150%. All right, let's take a look at line number 2. No, let's take a look at it this way. There we go. Not as many passengers waiting, so I don't really need to worry about adding additional buses to that line. And line number 3. Again, not as many passengers waiting, so this one seems to be holding out really well. Good. All right, guys. Well, unfortunately, we didn't quite hit our 5,000 residents, but we did get our transit line going, which is, I think, pretty great. And I think things are going really well for our town. What do you think? Why don't you leave me a comment and let me know? You guys have been so great about leaving comments. I really appreciate it. And, you know, I appreciate that people are enjoying this series. I hope you are one of them. Probably are if you're still watching. It'd be silly to watch to the end of this episode if you weren't having fun. I guess that I will see you at the next episode. Thanks for watching this one. Bye.